Hi and welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 easily accessible steps to get safely and confidently into your tripod headstand. You don't need any props or the wall. Of course, if you prefer to have a wall and you have one available, get yourself situated next to your wall. The only thing I do recommend is to have something soft to have underneath your head, as we will be putting a lot of weight on the crown of the head. The only thing I will say about that is that it can't be too thick, because then we get unstable when we're upside down. So I have chosen a blanket. It is soft, but it lays down nice and flat and doesn't create too much turbulence once I'm standing on my head. So before we get started, excuse my change of outfit, or lack of, I should say, but I realized my shirt wasn't very microphone friendly. So here we are. Let's get going. The first thing I want you to do is to kneel on your mat. So in front of whatever soft thing you have chosen to have under your head. And the first thing we're going to work on is the hand placement. So because we need to hug the elbows in, and this is very important, the elbows do not splay out wide. They have to hug in. So the chest will activate here. That means the index fingers will be the ones pointing forwards, not the middle finger, because then it's easier to keep those elbows in close to the body. Spreading the fingers wide, place them about shoulder width apart on your mat in front of your blanket. And then the head is gonna create a triangle shape with your hands. And that really needs to be the crown of the head. So place the crown of your head on the floor. Make sure that you're not tilted onto the forehead. You're not tilted onto the back of the head, because then the pressure on the neck will be a little bit too much. So crown of the head is on the floor. The back and the front of the neck is long. And just get used to putting some weight on the head. Get used to hugging the elbows in. From here, you can tuck the toes and pike the hips up towards the sky. Now, this might be where you stay. This is stage 1. You might stay here now. This is also an inversion. The hips are higher than the heart. So this is a good place to start your headstand. If you feel like you can walk the toes in closer to your hands, lifting the hips up and over the shoulders as much as possible. So we are not bending the knees and curving the back, but we're tilting the pelvis up, lifting the hips over the shoulders. So you can already feel here there's more weight on your head, and you might choose to stay here. Otherwise, we're going to bend one knee and place it on top of our elbow or our tricep, and then push the hands into the floor. So now we really have to activate the hands on the floor as well. Activate your core. Don't let the hips drop as you bring the other knee to the other elbow, toes to touch. So you can see that my hips are still up high. I need them to be stacked over my shoulders. If they are dropping down towards my elbows, I am not going to be able to find my balance upside down. And stay here again for as long as you feel like you need to be at this stage. This is step 2. From here, we're going to lift the knees off the elbows. There has to be a lot of core work happening here to lift the knees off, but we also need a little bit of a tilt of the hips. That way we're really stacked over our shoulders, and we're able to hold this tuck without feeling super strained for the core. This is step 3. Step 4, when you get comfortable here, is to bring the knees up and then open them out to the side. So now we have stretched out our hips. They are no longer in a piked position, but with the knees that wide, we're able to distribute the weight a little bit instead of having the legs straight up to the sky, which gets a little bit more difficult to balance. Then step 5 is to stretch the legs long. Once you get here, make sure that the hips are pushing slightly forwards and the heels back, so we're not holding this in a piked position. And then from here, to get down, bring the knees back into the chest, send the hips back to counter the weight of the legs coming forwards. Stretch the legs, bring the toes to the floor, drop the knees, and come down into any counter stretch you need to gather yourself in an upright position. And I think the last thing I want to say here is, don't move on to the next step until you are very confident in the step beforehand, because that way you can go in really safely, but also with confidence. So you're not feeling like you're scared to get up there. But you have practiced the step before so many times that your body's strong, it can hold it, your mind is confident that this is something that it knows how to do. And then you move on from there, challenging your comfort zone just a little bit, one step at a time. I hope this tutorial helps. Please let me know in the comments if there is anything else you are wondering regarding your headstand, and I will try my best to answer. Or even better, let me know how you go. I would love to see your results. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.